Jordan Pickford made the most of Gareth Southgate's decision to install him as number 1. He will dine out on his penalty save in the shootout against Colombia for some time and was a calm presence throughout the tournament. He looks set to be first choice for potentially the next decade. Reuters John Stones' 7-2 goals against Panama was a big confidence boost for the defender, who has often been considered a weak link because of a tendency to give the ball away cheaply. Defended well, although he was caught out for Croatia's winning goal. He will be in the reckoning for Euro 2020 and beyond. Getty Images. Kyle Walker 6 mixed bag from the right back turned centre back. Gave away the penalty in the opening game against Tunisia, which almost cost England dear, and was beaten to the ball by Ivan Perisic for Croatia's opener. His pace gets him out of trouble, but England may look elsewhere for a third centre-back when Euro 2020 comes around. AP photo. Harry Maguire. Fantastic tournament for a player whose stock has risen sharply during the past 3 months. The Leicester City defender netted a bullet header against Sweden, was comfortable on the ball throughout, and will surely be targeted by big clubs all around Europe now. His value will have gone way above £50 million. AP photo. Kieran Trippier. Another to have enjoyed a mesmeric rise in the space of a few months. His set pieces were a constant threat, he defended well, and the cherry on the cake was his free kick to open the scoring against Croatia. He should be set for a long and distinguished England career. EPA. Ashley Young 6. One of the few elder statesmen of the squad, Young did little wrong as first-choice left wing-back. Going forward, he was left frustrated, however, as his ploy of cutting in on his right foot failed to deliver enough chances. In hindsight, natural left-footer Danny Rose would have given England an extra dimension, and that is probably the end of Young in an England shirt as they look to the future with the likes of Ryan Sessegnon coming through. Getty Images. Jordan Henderson 6. He did enough to avoid too many questions over whether he was worthy of a regular starting spot, but is undoubtedly short of the class of the top midfielders in the world, such as Luka Modric and Paul Pogba. Kept it simple and swung in the odd trademark early cross, but the lasting memory will now be of England's midfield being overrun by Croatia in the semi-final when they should have seen the game out. His place will come under pressure again from Eric Dyer. Reuters. Dele Alli 6. Despite his goal against Sweden, it was disappointing tournament from the Tottenham star. He looks like he finds club football easy, with goals and opportunities coming frequently, but in an England shirt he is stunted. Played deeper than he would have liked, with Jesse Lingard also in the side, and this is something Gareth Southgate is going to have to work out. On this form, far from the player reportedly coveted by Real Madrid and valued around £80 million. AP photo. Jesse Lingard 7. The pick of England's midfielders, with his energy and ability to create chances for himself. Scored a cracking goal against Panama and will be a mainstay in the England squad come Euro 2020 and beyond, provided he maintains his form for Manchester United. Reuters. Harry Kane looks set to win the Golden Boot with 6 goals, although he was starved of decent service throughout the tournament. That 3 of the goals were from the penalty spot, 2 taps and from set pieces, and the other a fluke deflection tells the story. He led the line admirably and should trouble England's goal-scoring records in future years, but like with Ali, Southgate needs to find a way to get the best from him in open play. Getty Images. Raheem Sterling 5. Southgate kept faith in the Manchester City attacker after his excellent season for his club. In an England shirt, though, it just doesn't happen for him. 6 starts, no goals, and repeatedly the first to be substituted. He rarely looked like scoring, and if England are going to win tournaments, they need to find a source of goals beyond Kane. Despite his willing running off the ball, he isn't the answer. Will be in and around this squad come Euro 2020. Getty Images. Marcus Rashford 6. There's high expectations of the super-talented striker, but he wasn't able to show much of what he is capable of. Started in the first defeat against Belgium and was a regular off the bench. arguably should have been starting instead of Sterling, although his time will come in future tournaments. Getty Images Danny Rose 6 played second fiddle to Ashley Young but buzzed around when he came on a few times and started in the dead rubbers against Belgium. He should be first-choice left wing-back when England regroup for Euro 2020 qualifying as long as he gets enough minutes for Tottenham. Getty Images Jamie Vardy 6 like Rashford, he was thrown into the fray for fresh legs and to seek a late goal. Made little impact, and at 31 his best years will be in the past. He can however be chuffed with his unlikely rise from non-league to a World Cup. EPA Eric Dyer 6 a regular in the qualifiers, he was pipped to the holding midfield role by Jordan Henderson. Scored the crucial penalty in the shootout against Colombia, and his versatility will see him remain in the England setup for the future. Could be an option to replace Walker at right centre-back, while he will likely face fresh competition in midfield. Reuters Trent Alexander-Arnold 6 a great experience for the youngster who will look to push Trippier for the regular right side role. EPA Gary Cahill 6 experienced head in a young squad, he was only used as backup and is unlikely to displace the likes of Maguire and Stones while younger options like Joe Gomez come through. Reuters Phil Jones 6 another solid backup option, he needs to remain injury-free for a full season for Southgate to see how good he can really be. Hazard went past him as if he wasn't there for his goal in the third-place decider. Reuters Fabian Delph 6 provided some fresh legs when England's midfield tired. A jack of all trades, he doesn't stand above Henderson or Dyer in the holding role and won't displace Alli and Lingard but will probably remain a squad member while involved in Manchester City's all-conquering side. Reuters Ruben Loftus-Cheek 6 showed some nice touches when he came off the bench against Tunisia and started against Panama and Belgium twice without influencing either match. The challenge now is to prove he is a better option than Alli and Lingard and will need to play regular club football, most likely away from Chelsea. Needs to add goals. Reuters Danny Welbeck 6 brief sub-appearance against Belgium, Southgate decided against using his knack for scoring in internationals. Will need to fire for Arsenal to get back into the squad for Euro 2020. Getty Images Nick Pope N.A. didn't play but promising future lies ahead. Reuters Jack Butland N.A. now very much second choice behind Pickford, he will need a summer transfer to a big club to enhance his reputation. Reuters The public consensus was one of overwhelming satisfaction. England made their country proud in reaching the World Cup semi-finals for the first time since 1990. Having lost to Belgium in the third-fourth place match, however, they return home with 3 defeats in the tournament, so there is clearly plenty of work to be done for manager Gareth Southgate and his staff ahead of Euro 2020. A number of England players have boosted their reputation though, among them goalkeeper Jordan Pickford and defender Harry Maguire, while captain Harry Kane is poised to collect the Golden Boot unless France go goal-crazy in tonight's final. Slide through the images at the top to see how the England squad rated, and whether they are likely to be involved when the next big tournament comes around. Read more. France v Croatia, where to watch the 2018 World Cup final in the UAE kick-off time. Kyle Walker, England's World Cup performances have brought the nation together. Southgate's England face challenges of handling expectations and finding improvements after World Cup successes. England's Harry Kane the world's best penalty taker?